You shout out Soda TV too?
Show TV shout out.
Okay.
Soda TV.
Soda TV, what up?
Okay.
Soda TV. Shout out.
Welcome to Soda TV.
What's your name? Whatever it is.
Soda TV. It's Soda TV.
Hello?
Yeah, what's up with the wife? How you doing?
Oh my God, it's so good to finally hear your voice. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Where are
You
you?
won't believe, I'm in LA. You won't believe, um, who's my Celly.
Who?
Bricc baby.
What?
Yeah, this shit crazy.
That is insane. Was that like pre-planned? Like what the heck?
But
Oh my gosh. So Brick Baby is your cellmate.
I'll be my Celly.
No. That is wild.
He was like, thank you for the T-shirts and everything like that, and we
Oh
posted. He was like, you so real for that, and then
yeah.
like the money for it.
Well, I definitely, I would hope, they would do the same and if the table was turned, So I definitely, if I had the outsource to be able to help his wife while going through this, that's exactly what I wanted to do. I already sent
Welcome back to Soda TV. So Luce Cannon has been in custody about what? We talking about a couple weeks, headed towards the month in another week or two, right? So I'm sure he's had one or two Cellys by now, a few at the most. And we just gonna say, I believe that what happened was they recently cleared out his cell, because I ain't gonna lie, I've had an informant put in my cell before. And, it's always right after they clear out your cell, and you feel like you got that little space, loose cannon up in there. He taking himself to the strip club, meaning he under that cover, boop, and he choking his chicken. Y'all know what he doing under that cover, and boy, having a good time. It's like when you get that celly out of your cell, man, and you ain't gotta, yeah, you gonna be private, but you ain't gotta be as private. You ain't gotta move like, man. And then the feds thinking they just the smartest people on earth, and thinking that, shoot, black dumb G bangers, and they probably thought, what's a better way to get more solid and more concrete evidence on this Rolling 60s Rico? What better way than to put two of the members on this case together? And hopefully they'll give us some more, like some kiddie stuff, like they some kids or something. Like, y'all, I bet they in there laughing. They probably on the wire listening to Luce Cannon and Bricc Baby laugh at them, man. Like, but that's what we getting into today. Before we do, gotta ask you to please hit that like button. This lets the algorithm know that this video has what it takes to win, and more people can view this video just like you're doing. Share this with family, friends, whoever, whenever you can, if you can. Subscribe to the channel. If you don't want to do it now, you can wait to the end of the video just to see if I earn it. But if you forget, I'm going to remind you at the end. That's how we rocking, all right? Last but not least, notification bell. Keep you notified on any and everything we produce. So like I said, I painted a little picture. They got Luce Cannon up in the cell to himself. You feel me? Up in there doing his thing. He didn't want to the club, and then he get that buzz at the door when you get a new cell. That's the unlocking of the door, and that's when you get you get a couple seconds of depression come over you, like, oh man, now I gotta deal with somebody else in the cell with me. It ain't finna be what it was. Ain't no more going to the strip club. Oh man. And guess who it is? Yours truly, smiling like he always do. Everything is a cheese party. And it's your boy Bricc. And, you know, I bet they locked up C's, the handshake, the Rolling 60s do. Well, that's every Crip, right? Every Crip faction, right? I'm not familiar with that. I'm not from LA, not a Crip, never been a Crip. But they probably didn't lock C's because according to the last podcast, one of the last podcasts that Luce and Bricc Baby was on before this, they was discussing that Luce Cannon never got a put on. Yeah, he never officially got a put on to the Rolling 60s, which I explained on one of my videos a few weeks ago. That should be his main defense. How do y'all have me on the Rolling 60s RICO, right? That's a RICO indictment for all of these crimes done as a unit, and I'm not officially a part of the yeah, you got me, you may have things of me and Big U to get together and thing, but I ain't no 60s. That'll be my defense. Do y'all think that defense can stand, or do y'all think it wouldn't matter because he committed some of those things and it don't matter if you officially? But in my mind, you would probably have to be official to be officially charged as one. But y'all know how they do it, man. But yeah, I don't know if the feds think they got two dudes that are thinking like children and that are, I don't know who they think they got. They think they got a couple fools, because that's the oldest trick in the book. Slap somebody right in the cell. That's, you know, because anybody who got sense enough, they know that you ain't getting, if you got family that's locked up, you know, members, that's the first thing they do is split you up. You not never finna get your way up in there. You're not finna, unless you got some pull. If you got pull, it takes time to get things like that done to where you can. And usually when they find out that you done got your way and that you done got the Celly you want, you usually only have a couple of them, if you lucky, officers that really mess with you to the point to where you can get extra this, extra that, extra pillows, extra time, get buzzed out of your cell at different times, the extra favors, get Cellys of your choice, get moved at your will. Like, it ain't that many. Usually COs are gonna be nosy, find out what you got going on, and you feel me, they all work together to make you miserable. And I bet they both looked at each other when they got in there like, they think we fools, man, putting us up in here together like this, thinking they gonna get some new information. Like, we already fighting an uphill battle with all these. You think we finna give them some more? Like, but some people in the comment section was thinking that Bricc Baby was cooperating, and I didn't understand how that can even become a thing, because Bricc Baby has his own charges, but some people were saying like he wasn't a part of something on the indictment that he was supposed to be in. And I'm like, dang, Bricc Baby is, and they're charged with things. And most of the people, like Luce Cannon said on the phone call, Luce, Bricc, and Big U are the only three left on that RICO. They're on there. Everybody else got let go. Everyone else is home on a federal RICO. If y'all ever been to the feds, any of y'all know, first of all, that bonding out the feds, it ain't impossible, but man, it's almost impossible. I did about 6, a little over 6 in the feds in federal custody. And dude, I never saw nobody bond out. And I was in there with plenty of millionaires, plenty of white collar crimes, plenty of everything. Never seen a person bond out. Never seen a person beat the feds. Seen plenty of people go to trial. That's how rare it is. Yeah, just like that. Been in all type of different facilities. Yeah, just like that. So for everybody to, because it's like they don't want money. They don't want money. They barely want your assets, right? But that's one form. When you get to filing all these motions and you got a great lawyer that's putting in the work for it somewhere down the line, what they want is the cooperation. That's what sets the stage for you to be able to bond out and all that. Whether you cooperate against, most people have to cooperate against themselves. Dude, you have to cooperate in the feds to even cop out. A lot of people don't even speak on that. When you cop out to get your 2 points reductions on your cop out, you have to say, yes, I did this, and that. You have to admit to what you're copping out to. But some people, like I say, cooperate before you get bond. Yeah, you have to, man. But man, y'all let me know. Like, do y'all think it's a thing of Bricc baby getting put in Luce Cannon's cell, wired up to inform? Or do y'all think, like I kind of think, they're both they got that cell wired for the both of them, and they're both on that tap to, get them both put under the jail. Y'all let me know what y'all think, whether y'all think one, both, or you feel me? Along with that, please attach that like button. Y'all know what it do. And share it, because y'all know what it do. We talked about if I earned it, that you would subscribe, and I told you I would remind you at the end, which I am doing. You know what we doing? My hand is out. Is you gonna hit a ninja hand? Last but not least, notification bell that'll keep you notified on any and everything that I drop. All right? This is the self-proclaimed #1 celebrity news reporter on YouTube at this time, The Real Soda TV. I'm out of here.